Dear students of RLPS, students of class 6, your chapter 5th, whole numbers and natural numbers. For this, now in this video, we will discuss about the properties of whole numbers for division. Property of whole numbers for subtraction, for addition. Properties of whole numbers for subtraction and for multiplication. These three operational properties we already discussed. Today we will discuss the properties of division. Our first one property is closure property. Closure property means if we have two whole numbers, this is 2 and 3, and when we will add these numbers, other number will be the sum will be also the whole number. If we subtract these numbers, so subtraction is whole number or not. If we will multiply these two numbers, so the product will be the whole number. But in division case, we have two whole numbers. If we divide first number by second number, the result will be also a whole number, then closure property satisfy. Or if we divide 3 by 2, or the quotient will be the whole number, then this property will be satisfied, otherwise not. So when we divide 4 by 2, quotient will be 2. 2 is the whole number. When we divide 3 by 2, quotient is 1 and 1 is remainder. It means this is not a whole number, 1 whole 1 upon 2, this is not a whole number. So the result is, in the case of division, the result can be a whole number or cannot be. It means not necessary. So our definition is, if x and y are two whole numbers, then x divided by is not necessary to a whole number. This is the closure property. This example you can take. Not necessary. It is not necessary to be a whole number. It can be a whole number or it cannot be. This is the definition. This example you have to write there. Question number 2, point 2, commutative property. Commutative property tells us if we divide first number by second number or second number by first number, result will be same. So this property will be satisfied, otherwise not. So if x and y are two whole numbers, then x divided by is not equal to y divided by x. In this case, when we divide, this is suppose that 4 and this is 2. When we divide 4 by 2, result will be 2. When we divide 2 by 4, result will not be 2. It means commutative property is not satisfied also. So x and y are two whole numbers, then x divided by is not equal to y divided by x. This example you can write there. Third property is associative property. In the case of associate, we take three numbers. If x and y are any three numbers, then x divided by y divided by z is not equal to x divided by y divided by z. The division of whole numbers is not associative. So division of whole numbers is not associative. Means the closure property can be satisfied or not. Commutative property is not satisfied. Associative property is not satisfied for division. Fourth one is existence of identity. So this the identity element for addition, division of whole number does not exist. Identity element for division does not exist. You know, identity element for addition is 0 and identity element for multiplication is 1. These are called the identity element of addition is 0. Identity element for multiplication is 1. There is no identity element for division and subtraction. So the existence of identity, the identity element for division of whole numbers does not exist, and same to same the inverse, existence of inverse. So the inverse of division of whole number does not exist, and inverse of the division, inverse for subtraction also for the whole numbers does not exist. These 5 are the properties for division. First of all, you must have to complete study these properties, then exercise 5D you will do. Exercise 5D question number 1, show that. Statement is given, we have to show these statements. First one, division of whole number is not closed. This first one property, division of whole number is not closed. It can be closed or it can be not. So taking this statement, we have to form an example. Suppose that there are 5 divided by 2. This will be 2 whole 1 upon 2. This is not a whole number. Question is not closed. This is not a whole number, so it is not closed. Another example, this is 3 divided by 2. This will be 1 whole 1 upon 2. This is not also a whole number. Point 2, any whole number divided by 1 always gives the number itself. Any whole number divided by 1 will be number itself. Any whole number divided by 1 will be number itself. These are 2 examples. Every non-zero whole number divided by itself gives 1. Any number divided by a number itself. 5 divided by 5 will be 1. 9 divided by 9 will be 1. Every whole number divided by itself gives 1. 0 divided by any non-zero number gives 0 only. Any 0 divided by any number, result will be 0. 0 divided by 5 will be 0. If we divide any number, if we divide 0 by any whole number, result will be 0. A whole number divided by 0 is not defined. If we divide any number by 0, 0 cannot be divided. Result will be not defined. Not defined. It means we cannot define the result. 6 divided by 0, result will be not defined. Question number 2, if x is a whole number such that x divided by x equal to x, it means when we divide any number by number itself, result will be number itself. This is not possible other than one number only. So only there is one, that is 1 divided by 1 equal to 1. When we divide any number by number itself, the result will also be itself. So this is, there is 1 only. So here x equal to 1. Question number 3, fill in the blanks. Properties are used up there. Question number 1, 987 divided by 1, division property. If we divide any number by number itself, result will be number itself. Sorry, if we divide any number by 1, result will be number itself. 0 divided by this, when we divide 0 by any number, result will be 0. 336 minus 888 divided by 888 means this step will be solved first, because this is bracket. This divided by this, there will be 1. Then 336 minus 1 equal to 335. Now 23 divided by 23, this will be 23 1 23 means 1, minus 437 divided by 437, this will also be 1. Then 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Question number 4, which of the following statement are true? Which is the true or which is not? This is 12 divided by 6 into 2. When we solve this, so 12 divided by 6 to the 12. 12 divided by 12, this is 12 divided by 12, this will be 1, equal to 12 divided by 6 means this will be 2 into 12 divided by 2, this will be 6. 2 6 is 12 means its result is 1, but its result is 12. So this is not true, means this is false. Here A upon B upon C, this is. If you have any type of doubt, you can write in this form, A upon B minus C equal to this. So we cannot write A upon B minus A upon C. A upon B minus A upon C, we cannot not write this statement. If it will be as A minus B upon C, then you can write A upon C minus B upon C. Then we can write A upon C minus b upon c, because when we will solve this statement, this step, we will be taken this. Suppose that when we solve this, the LCM of c and c is c, then it will be a minus b. This step we already got it there. So this step we can represent in this form. This step we cannot represent in this form, a upon v minus a upon v c. So this is false. And a minus v divided by c, same to same. This a minus v divided by c can be written as this form. This is 2. 15 minus 13 divided by 8. Then we can write 15 upon 8 minus 13 upon 8. 15 upon 8 minus 13 upon 8. So this is true also. 8 divided by this, 8 upon 15, not possible. We cannot write in this form. This is not possible. So this is the solution of exercise 5D. All the properties you have to write in your notebook, and this exercise you have to also do in your notebook. Thank you students, complete this work today. If you have any type of doubt, write me on the WhatsApp group. Your doubt will be cleared. Thank you students.